Kentucky Cooking segment brought to you by Creative Kitchen and Bath, where you will always cook in style.
Welcome back to Midday Kentucky. We are in the kitchen with Miss Allison Davis right here at Creative Kitchen and Bath. And we are working on holiday recipes, our favorite time of year. So what do you got for us?
I cook for a living, but that doesn't mean that I want to slave in the kitchen on holidays and keep cooking. So I'm always trying to come up with, you know, just clever, easy, go-to recipes that are super flavorful and just all around comforting for the soul, right?
Yum, I love it.
So we've done a similar version of this one, but we did it with sweet potatoes. We did kind of candied maple bacon sweet potato.
Oh, they were so good.
Yeah.
They really
so
were.
This is a little spin off of that, but this is with acorn squash, which I love, and it is just very easy to work with too. Gets its name because of the shape. So acorn squash looks like a big acorn.
There you go.
That's how to know what it is.
Easy to remember.
How to find it. We're going to cut it in half. And just like most squash varietals and pumpkins, it has the guts. So we want to just kind of scoop that out.
Okay.
Now, I just use a prepared like baking dish, and basically, excuse me, we're going to go with everything right inside of our baking dish and just let the oven do our work for us. So there's no sauteing involved, nothing. So I'm just cutting some bacon into some thick strips, or lardons in French, which is just kind of big chunk pieces of thick bacon. And then we're going to slice up some onions as well. And all of this is just going to go in our baking dish. You can leave your acorn squash whole if you want.
Really? How would you do that?
Well, not whole, but in halves, sorry.
Yeah.
Once you scoop the seeds out.
Gotcha.
But what I like to do is I'll just go ahead and I'm going to just cut these into strips. And you can really like stretch this for a family and just have this as a nice pretty side dish. So we'll just start layering this in. And it's pretty easy to cut through. Notice I don't have my hand down. I just put my hand on top and apply a little bit more pressure. All right, so we're going to have that in there, and then we're just going to go over with the bacon. I'm not crisping it up or anything. I'm just putting it all in the dish, coating it. We're going to take these onions. Like I said, we're going to cut some strips.
Okay.
Layer that. This is all about layers. The only thing I think this might be missing, and you could certainly add this to it, might be some cheese.
Oh,
so I don't think cheese would be bad either, but that could be something you sprinkle over at the end.
What kind of cheese would you recommend if you did do
probably like Parmesan or Gouda, or even like a goat cheese would be really good.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got the acorn squash, the onions, the apples. Really any apple will work, but I like the Granny Smith, and I also like the Honey Crisp. Honey Crisp are really my favorite.
They really are.
All right, so we got our apple in here, and then now we're going to season just a little bit of like salt and pepper.
Okay.
We got a little bit of olive oil. Right?
Yep.
We're going to get a lot of the grease from the bacon. We can garnish with a little bit of parsley sprigs, or just throw, you know, a few in. Like, I'm all about rustic dishes, you know, around the holidays. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. It can just kind of let it do its thing, right? So the sweet that we're going to add to this one, I picked this up, but blackstrap molasses. So it's a little bit deeper, richer flavor. So a little bit of the molasses on there and a little bit of the maple syrup. Right?
This looks fantastic already.
It doesn't look too bad, I have to say.
Beautiful. I love it.
And then for just a bit of like infusion, I threw some like rosemary sprigs. Now, magic of TV, I've got one already working in the oven, so I'm going to pull that and see what we think. But yeah, this is good to go. And basically, it's going to sit in an oven 375 for roughly 30 minutes. Really, it's all about just getting the acorn squash nice and fork tender.
Wow.
And then you can just break into it and eat it. You can eat the peel, but I pretty much just take it off of the peel and enjoy it. But it'll be beautiful. So anyways, I'm going to pull one out and we'll see where we're at.
Now, what would you pair this with?
I mean, that would go great with anything, but ideally I think that would be a wonderful pairing with pork, or even like a nice broiled like fish. Like if you did a whole side of a fish or something, I think that would be really nice.
Okay, nice, wonderful.
All right, let me grab this and then we'll see where we're at.
All right, sounds good. I love this. And how long did you say that this needed to go into the oven?
For about 30 minutes. It's really all about getting that, you know, nice, soft, fork tender squash.
Gotcha.
So here's one that's
it looks
done.
fantastic. It
Yeah,
smells
and then
so
you see
good.
how the rosemary just kind
Yes.
of blistered on top? You can just kind of remove that, but it's going to infuse that flavor.
Okay, we need to be digging into this because for this recipe and many other recipes, head over to our website at WTVQ.com/Midday Kentucky, or you can head over to Allison's website at wildtimecooking.com, and we will be right back right after this short break.